Test, test. All right, we'll have to use this for right now. Just having a little bit of an audio issue, so I certainly do apologize here. We are live here with a tornado warning that is let's see here. Give me a minute just to get my systems up here. All right, guys, we have a tornado warning that is currently in effect for the next 26 minutes. We are watching a severe thunderstorm that is capable of producing a tornado. Looks like we have right now, this is radar indicated. Let me see if I get my audio back. Can you guys hear me? 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 1. All right, I switched off of my portable mic. There we go. All right, guys, we are live here in the T Storm Chaser studio where we are seeing a breaking weather as far as we are watching a tornado warning right now in effect. You can see this right here on this radar right here. You can see this tornado warning. Let me turn down my audio so then we're not double echoing. Right now, this is radar indicated right now. This is moving at a southeast direction at roughly about 20 miles per hour. We are seeing that this is going to really impact mostly rural areas. However, folks, we are looking that this is going to impact the Platte, South Dakota area. So those in Platte, definitely be in your base, be prepared. Make sure that you guys are having a plan in place as we are currently watching this tornado warning. Right now, we are seeing it just over the Highway 50 corridor is where we are currently seeing that. As we switch over to our velocity, we can see that right through here is right where we're watching that couplet of where that possible tornado activity is going to be. Which is moving right now over rural areas right along that Highway 50 corridor. As we do also want to take a quick look at this, we do have a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect for that area there in yellow. Does include the city of Mitchell, South Dakota. Does include areas along the Mitchell, South Dakota area, McCook, Hanson. Does not include the Turner County area, just to the west of the Turner County, just to the west of the Yankton County. We can see this line of storms that is in play here, that we are seeing that's what is really producing this severe thunderstorm watch right now. So we do again see this couplet right through here, just east of that Highway 50 corridor that we are watching very, very closely. This will continue to track in a southeasterly direction. This is going to impact the city of we are watching that this is going to impact that city of Platte, South Dakota. Again, it is just on south of Eagle, South Dakota there, tracking in a southeasterly direction. Those in the Platte, South Dakota area definitely have a plan in place. If you have friends, family, or any relatives that are in that Platte, South Dakota area, be sure to tag them in this video. Let's get them warned so then we are getting them prepared for this winter storm. this severe thunderstorm warning that is capable of producing a tornado. Again, we do have that tornado warning that is in effect, that is moving in a southeasterly direction at 20 miles an hour. So again, this is another slow moving system that we are looking at. We still do see a great signature on our other program here that we utilize as well. Let's switch over to that there. There is our radar scope. If we take a look at, just a second here, switch over to the velocity. Right here is where we are watching that little rotation is right here, just south and west of Eagle, South Dakota. So we are watching that. Those in the Platte, South Dakota area, I want you guys have a plan in place because we do see that is coming into your area. So definitely have a plan in place as we are watching the severe thunderstorm warning that is capable of producing a tornado. And we definitely see some rotation right there where our marker is at. Let's see if we're picking up correlation here. Not really seeing much as far as what they call a debris ball signature. So definitely something that we are watching fairly close with that. Right in here is where we are kind of watching that. There's that latest radar sweep with that. So we are keeping a fairly close eye on this circulation. Let's go back to our velocity. And you can see right where that is at, right there, just along that Highway 50 corridor. Severe thunderstorm warning. All right, a severe thunderstorm warning was issued now for the areas there in yellow. We can see that does include the city of Platte, Aurora County, Charles Mix, Gregory, Douglas, Brule, until 6 p.m. Central Standard Time that we are watching that. Let me get back over to the correct feed there. Right there in yellow, you guys can see that that severe thunderstorm warning that does now include Platte, South Dakota, Aurora County, Charles Mix County, Gregory County, Douglas County, Brule County. Right now, they are saying a 60-mile-an-hour wind and quarter-size hail is what is the threat with this system as it does continue to progress in an east-southeasterly direction. Let's go ahead and track this out there. Platte, South Dakota, we're looking right about that 5:52 time frame. So you got about 20 minutes to a half hour here to make a plan, get ready, but definitely note that this is coming to you guys. So we want to make sure that you guys are in your basement and you are getting ready for this. Again, those in Platte, South Dakota, get ready. Getty is about 6:15. If this storm does hold together and continue to progress its way in a southeasterly direction, we are going to see that it's going to impact Gettys. So those in the Gettys area definitely have a plan in place as we are going to continue to monitor that tornado warning. And then that storm track is there. We are watching another line there that is sticking right along that I-29 corridor, impacting Kimball, South Dakota, White Lake, South Dakota. Let me move that over to here. there is our path cast on this cell as it does continue to progress in an easterly direction that we are watching on this one. This cell is going to be in a easterly direction. You can see right through there where that is at. We do have a stronger cell that is just north of the Plankinton area, south of Westington Springs. All right, let's take a quick 3D image of this cell. And let's see what we are looking at right here. Let me get over to the rate system. There we go. All right, let's switch over to our velocity on that. So cool thing that we can do here, a lot of you can see it, is we can actually do a 3D remedy of this cell, and we're able to see how strong and the strength of this cell and exactly where that rotation is at and what we are looking at with it. Let's take a quick look here at that. And you can see that rotation right through the southern portion there of that cell as we do. Let's go on the right there. You can see that lowering right here is what we are looking at. Give me a second here to get my pin up. If I can figure out how to get this to work. It's not going to work. Nope, our pin's not working. So give me a second here to see if I can get that back up. All right, hopefully, give me a second here. We're just trying to. Get a system to work here for us real quick. It's like it crashed on us there. Yep, not gonna work. All right, we'll get it out of here. Get back the normal way that we do things. So give me just a second here. Joys of doing a live shot, right, guys? Hey, pretty soon things are going to change. So that will be good. And I just locked up. All right. We still have that tornado warning that is in effect there. Let's bring that back up. We are still seeing just a barely any rotation now. Again, those in the Platte, South Dakota area, be prepared as we are watching that storm is going to move into your area here in the next 18 minutes. So those in the Platte, South Dakota area, definitely be prepared as that is coming into your neck of the woods. The base velocity, just a little bit of a rotation on that. We're not seeing a huge amount of rotation with it. So that is one positive there. But there is still that tornado warning that is in effect with the National Weather Service that we are seeing. Let me pull up my one more program here that we utilize that might have a chaser on it. So let's see if we do. I don't see any chasers on it, so we do see actually that tornado warning looks like it was allowed to expire. Yep. So that tornado warning was allowed to expire. We are starting to see this now as a wind event. This line is going to progress its way eastward. In fact, let's take a look at that progression here. Let me get my warnings turned off here. We're going to switch over to another program that we utilize here called Radar Omega. Let's... All right. There we go, folks. There is that line right now that is moving through that Chamberlain, South Dakota area and down eastward there. As we put this map into motion here and we kind of look at the next couple hours there, right west of Mitchell there, about 6 o'clock, we're watching some cells that are going to form. This will continue to progress its way eastward as we do take a look into that Brookings area there, about 7 o'clock. We are starting to see some stronger cells start to move in to that Brookings area there, about that 7, 8 o'clock time frame. Areas to the west there as well is what we're going to be watching as we do continue to monitor that. Areas south of that Mitchell, South Dakota area there, those cells do fall apart somewhat. Don't really directly impact the Mitchell area, and then do continue to progress their way eastward. One thing to note too, as we are watching this line, is going to be this bow that we see right through here. Now that bow is going to indicate that there's going to be some winds involved. So now as that is going to be an indication, that's going to indicate that we're going to see some pretty strong winds with this system as it does move through the area. So definitely something that we're keeping a very close eye on is going to be, it's more going to be a wind event. We did have that isolated chance of seeing a tornado or two coming into this evening. I think that was our main tornado event that we saw. They're about the Yankton area between about that 9-10 o'clock time frame is what we are going to be seeing as that does continue to progress its way eastward. Now this system is going to continue to progress its way eastward about that 9-10 o'clock time frame. Then about that 11 o'clock time frame, we expect to see things move through that Vermilion, Clay County, Union County area. And then as we do watch there about that Sioux Falls area, about that 11 o'clock time frame, Vermilion does have a little bit of a stronger indication of seeing some of the stronger cells push into the area as well, coming into about that 10-11 o'clock time frame. Then as we go about midnight, we really expect to see the stronger cells push into that Sioux Falls area right around that 11-12 o'clock time frame. And then those will continue to progress their way eastward into the evening or overnight hours. And we do expect to see some rain with this. Good news that we're going to see with this system as it does continue to progress its way eastward is that we're going to see this kind of switch over and bring us that cooler air that is going to really impact the area. We're going to see temps really dive down, where we're going to see temps up in the mid 70s for tomorrow. Some areas could see temps as low as in the upper 60s. So definitely going to be some cool down with this system as it does continue to progress its way eastward into the morning time, bringing that low pressure system into the area. So again, those of you that are joining us, here's a quick look at our futurecast. As we are putting that map into motion at 6 o'clock, we do see that cell just a little north of that I-90 corridor. That's going to continue to scoot right along that Highway 34 corridor area there that we are going to watch. We also do see that cell down in that Highway 18 corridor that we are going to have to keep a close eye on as well. And then that will continue to progress its way eastward there through the evening and into the overnight hours, impacting the Sioux Falls area right around that 11-12 o'clock time frame. And again, the Yankton area about that 9-10 o'clock time frame is what we are seeing with that. So those of you that are following us from outside of the Sioux Falls area and further down south of that I-90 corridor, right around between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock is what we are seeing between that highway. I believe that's 281 there. Is that right? Highway 37. I do apologize there. That Highway 37 and I-29 corridor there, we are going to see those storms really impact right around between that 8 and 10 o'clock time frame and moving into the Sioux Falls about that 11-12 o'clock time frame. So again, we are going to continue to monitor the weather. We do see that that was a brief little spin up, or we don't know, have no reports of confirmed tornadoes right now. We are seeing some winds that are definitely picking up right about 65 miles an hour with this system. As we do look at our other program here that we can really break down that storm and look into it and see wind speeds right now about that 65 miles per hour is what we are currently watching with these, where we are seeing some areas as well right in the front that are bringing some heavier winds with it. Right now, Platte, South Dakota looks to be the area of concern with these storms as they are going to continue to progress their way eastward. Platte, South Dakota, be ready as we are going to expect you guys to get these storms in the next 10 minutes here. So definitely have your safe spot. Definitely be prepared. Actually, Platte, you should be experiencing some winds right now as we are coming into that area. Again, the tornado threat really is diminished with this. I would be surprised to see probably one more tornado warning issued with this line. We are not going to expect that to continue to progress its way eastward and impact the Sioux Falls area for that tornado threat. However, we do have, I do want to mention from the Storm Prediction Center out of Norman, Oklahoma, we do have a brief risk of seeing a tornado or two with that. Let's switch over to that system, guys. As we are looking at, we do have that enhanced risk there in orange. Now, in that yellow area does include the Sioux Falls area that we are seeing that slight risk, and then the marginal risk in that green area. Coming into tonight, we are going to have that tornado threat, about a 2% chance. Now, we do have seen Sioux Falls get a tornado with that 2% risk. Remember those 3 tornadoes that moved through the Sioux Falls area? We did have that tornado risk there. That was at 2% risk. So things are definitely going to be possible coming into the overnight hours, but we're not seeing that risk much more. Looking at the primary threat coming into the night is going to be those winds that we are going to see coming into the night is going to be our primary threat with this system as we come in this evening. So we will continue to monitor the weather. Again, we do have this line of severe storms that are pushing their way eastward. So something that we are going to have to continue to watch fairly closely is going to continue to slide along that I-90 corridor and come into the, right now they are moving into that Platte area, South Dakota, right along that Highway 44 corridor. Those along that Highway 281 corridor, definitely be prepared. Stickney, Plankton, Corsica, Armour, Lake Andes, Wagner area there. Definitely be prepared here in the next half hour. We do expect to see these really impact your guys' area coming into those next couple hours. So stay with T Storm Chasers as we do continue to monitor. We will have the latest warnings posted automatically to our page by the National Weather Service when they are issued. Those are a direct feed that we have set up where it does a AI thing where it will automatically push it out for us. So again, stay with T Storm Chasers with your latest news, weather, and information as we are seeing those 60, 70 mile an hour winds start to impact this line. Let's switch over to that real quick. You can see right through there, those 60, 70 mile an hour winds. There's a 68 mile an hour winds. We are seeing just a little bit of a rotation out of some of these cells, but nothing too substantial. Those are more on the front side. Again, there's that latest radar sweep that we are still seeing those heavy winds pushing with this system. So again, right now the main threat coming into tonight is going to be damaging wind. Stay with T Storm Chasers as we continue to watch for the latest news, weather, and